Today, I'm going to talk about what it means for God to be with us. God with us. The Bible calls God, there's several names that the Bible uses for Jesus, and one of them is Emmanuel. He's called God with us. So he's giving this title, and this is the reason I feel like this is so important that we do this, is because we have to address the identity of who Jesus is. Who is this baby? Because people love Jesus as long as we're not too clear about who he is. People are okay with Jesus as long as he's just a good teacher, but it's not okay for them to call him the Son of God. And when you call him the Son of God, then it's a problem for some people. And here's the evidence. Here's exhibit A of this. Exhibit number 1 is Christmas. All around the world, we celebrate Christmas, and we're comfortable with Christmas until we talk about making it about Jesus. Not everybody makes it about Jesus. How many times have you heard? In fact, it's on the building outside on a banner. It says, Jesus is the reason for the season. Why is it that we have to remind people that the holiday that celebrates Jesus' birthday is about Jesus? People celebrate Christmas, but they have trouble identifying who Jesus really is. I read this week, and you're going to think this is crazy, but you can look this up later. There is a world record for the most valued Christmas tree. Now, in your mind, when I say most valued Christmas tree, you're probably picturing something. This Christmas tree was put up in 2010. I'm going to give you the picture. It was 43 feet tall. That's a big Christmas tree. It had, what made it so valuable was 181 pieces of extravagant jewelry, from expensive watches to big high carat diamonds, all of this hanging from the tree. You want to know how much it was worth? The most valued Christmas tree ever was worth over $11 million on a Christmas tree. Now, here's what's crazy. You're thinking, that must be in some place that really loves Jesus. No. The most valuable Christmas tree ever in 2010 was put up in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, in a Muslim country. So people are comfortable with Christmas. They're comfortable even mentioning Jesus. Even the Muslims will say that Jesus was a good prophet, but when we identify who he really is, there's a problem. And here's the biggest problem that I see is that people in a Muslim country are comfortable celebrating Christmas because Jesus hasn't been defined for them. Because when you define Jesus, it's mutually incompatible. They cannot do that anymore. They cannot put up $11 million Christmas trees and celebrate Jesus because it's incompatible with their understanding of the world. But here's the problem. In America, we don't have a good understanding of who Jesus is because it hasn't been talked about. We don't make this a focus of what we're learning. But we have to understand that this baby in the manger is more than just a baby. He is the Son of God.